Hello folks, Everchange here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Yellow. Last time we began our second pass-through of the Silph Company using our card key to get all the stuff locked behind all these crazy doors. And this time we are going to be basically continuing that process right here on the 6th floor where we have an HP up and no more room for items. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun one. Let's see, who has the lowest HP? I think it's still Pikachu, so we'll just use it right there. And what is this? An X accuracy, which is another item I consider to be kinda useless. We might have to actually run back to the Pokemon Center at some point very, very soon to just get rid of some stuff, because we have too much of it. Like, seriously. Anyway, here on floor 7, we can open up this door, and we have an item here. And of course, it won't even tell us what it is. Let's see, can we get rid of anything even? Not really. You know what, I think I have to run back to the Pokemon Center and deposit some stuff in the PC, but I mean, we need heals anyway, so I guess we can knock out two birds with one stone. Alrighty, I deposited our two TMs into the PC, and I also sold the Awakening and the X Accuracy because, let's be honest, I'm never going to use either. Anyway, right here we have TM03. That one is going to be Swords Dance, which is an interesting one. That one raises attack power when you use it, which is pretty good. Anyway, we can open up this door, and we actually have a Team Rocket guy hiding behind it. A child intruder? That must be you. The dialogue in this game gives no shortage of really good quotes to use as video titles. Anyway, Venusaur is actually still in the front. I never put Pikachu back, and I think I made a good decision because this guy has ground types from the look of it. So let's just bring down the Sandshrew. And odds are, his next Pokemon is probably going to be a SANDSLASH. Very good. This one will probably also go down in one hit, because unlike those pesky SANDSLASH you find in Sun and Moon, this one is very, very much weak to Grass-type moves. Very good. And a critical hit for good measure. Get a lot of experience for that one, wow. Fine, I lost. Indeed, you did lose. Thank you for your services to putting money and experience into my pocket. Anyway, we open this door, and there aren't actually any trainers back here. They're all barricaded employees. You, it's really dangerous here. You came to save me? You can't. Like this dialogue, Team Rocket was after the Master Ball, which will catch any Pokemon. Aha, now we have a motive. Very, very interesting. It would be bad if Team Rocket took over Silph for our Pokemon. The dialogue, it's so great. So, so great. Anyway, you might notice there is a corner of this building that we have not explored, right across that wall. That is a place that we can only access using warp tiles, which we will be doing at the very, very end of our exploration here. Now, it looks like there's only one door on this floor, and it's looking like there won't be anything of note behind it. But just to be the completionist I am going to open the door anyway. And right here we have this guy. I wonder if Silph is finished. Yep, that's literally all that's behind that door. Not the most interesting door in the world, but still pretty amusing. But anyway, the next floor, which is floor number 9, is going to have a lot of doors on it. So I think we can open up this door. And the interesting thing is, it looks like this room is completely useless. There's nothing in this room, and if we open up this door, it will turn out that we have actually just looped around, and we've already been in this room, so literally this one little random room is just closed off for no reason whatsoever, which is really, really bizarre to me. But anyway, this door is another really, really important door, because if we go through it, we have this lady. You look tired. You should take a quick nap. And it's a free heal. Don't give up. Very good. And right here, there is a hidden max potion. Definitely be sure to pick that up, because that is a really good potion. Anyhow, right through here, complete with voice crack and all, we have yet another Team Rocket guy. Your Pokemon seem to adore you, kid. Interesting little bit of dialogue coming out of a Team Rocket guy, but I guess we'll just roll with it. Alrighty. And next up, we have Venusaur going up against a DROWZEE, which has me a little nervous, but considering healing is literally right there, I don't think we have to worry about it. Anyway, just going to spam Razor Leaf on this guy because, again, when it comes to Psychic types in Generation 1, there's really not a whole lot you can do against them in regards to super effective moves. And I am so glad they rebalanced that in Gold, Silver, and Crystal so I didn't have to deal with it because Crystal was my first game, so I didn't really have to deal with Psychic types being super broken until, like, I came back to the series later, like the Generation 1 series of games. Like, I didn't play those until probably after Fire and Leaf Green came out, and since I'd read all about how Psychic was broken, I kinda knew what to expect. So I didn't really have the same frustration that a lot of other people had when it came to that really, really dumb mechanic. Anyway, Grimer takes half of its health with a critical hit Razor Leaf, which is pretty good, considering we only outlevel it by 4. And considering Razor Leaf tends to critical hit pretty much as Slash does at this point, I think we're in good hands. Anyway, Venusaur gets level 33, and up next is MACHOP, so I think we'll keep Venusaur in here. The nice thing about critical hits being based on speed, I think it is, in Generation 1, is that since Venusaur evolved, its speed naturally went up, and therefore it's going to critical hit a lot more. Especially with Razor Leaf, which already has a heightened ratio, which is really, really, really convenient. Anyway, take his money. Nothing else down that hallway. I'm pretty sure all that's up there is just a warp tile. Yeah. So let's just head right on down here and speak to Le Nurse. You look tired. You should take a quick nap. You know, just taking a quick nap in a stronghold of evil, like, I don't know about you, but I think that's a brilliant idea and everyone should do it. Anyway, right on up here, I didn't really notice this before, but this floor and the 11th floor are actually smaller than the floors below them. Which is interesting because when you look at the building from the outside, there's really no reason for that to be the case, so it's just kind of a random thing. Wow, I'm scared. Yes, we opened up the door just to get that absolutely brilliant piece of dialogue, let me tell you. And then, right up here, this is the lower floor, right up here is actually the 11th floor again, which means we have explored the entire building, taking into account using the card keys. So I think what we're going to do now is we want to head to the 3rd floor. Now, just a warning to you all, you're going to want to heal for this one. And looking at the clock, it looks like this episode's only about 10 minutes in length, so I think we're going to do this part right now. So, let's head through this warp tile, which is the only warp tile you actually need to locate in order to conquer this area. And we have our rival here. What kept you, David? That hair, though. Ha ha ha, I thought you'd turn up if I waited here. How did you get past the door? I don't know. I guess Team Rocket slowed you down. Not that I care. I saw you in Saffron, so I decided to see if you got better. Alrighty. It's actually been a decent amount of time since we fought our rival. I think the last time was in the Pokemon Tower, and it's actually been a little bit. And as you can see, he is no pushover. The majority of the trainers in this area are in like the 20s in level, but the rival here, he's up there in the 30s, which you gotta be concerned about. Alright, so anyway, down goes SANDSLASH. Up next is MAGNETON. I think I'm gonna stay in for that one just because it's not Steel type yet. So I think Razor Leaf will still do a normal amount of damage. Yes, it does. Very nice. The more experience we can get on Venusaur, the better, because as I've mentioned, it's pretty low leveled relative to everybody else. So we need to get him up there, or her, I don't know, the game doesn't specify at this point in the series. Alright, and it looks like it really can't do much against us, and for whatever reason it doesn't seem to know Sonic Boom. Because I feel like if he knew Sonic Boom, he would have used it by now. Anyway, down goes that. Get level 34 on Venusaur. He's catching up real quick, which I definitely appreciate. And up next is Ninetales, which means I want to switch over to Blastoise because Venusaur is not a good matchup for a Ninetales. And wow, that is a really nice sprite by Generation 1 standards. Like, I really like that sprite. That's a good one. Anyway, all Blastoise really has to go against this thing is Water Gun, which isn't the best. But honestly, Ninetales shouldn't be too difficult because it's a fire type and it probably can't do much to my Blastoise. So we're just going to keep Water Gunning it. Roar fails again. I don't know what it is, but like moves like Roar and Whirlwind, I'm not sure if the AI has succeeded in using it once in this entire series. Alright, up next is KADABRA. I think I'm going to keep in Blastoise for this one just to see what we can pull off. KADABRA is pretty scary because it is a Psychic type and probably one of the best ones in the game, not counting its evolved form, so you really want to be wary of this guy because he'll mess you up if you're not careful. Alrighty. Anyway, just gonna spam Water Gun here because honestly I don't have much else to do against this guy, and I have no idea why he's using Confusion on me when I feel like Psybeam is probably better? I'm pretty sure Psybeam is better. Now, I would like Blastoise to get experience from this, so I think I'm gonna switch over to Pikachu, I think, just to keep Blastoise conscious so it can get the experience. And yes, I called it. It would have outsped me, and it would have hit me with Confusion, and that would not have been good. So I think we're just going to use Thunderbolt and bring down this guy right here. There we go. And up next is Vaporeon, which is definitely an interesting one. Now, Blue's Eevee will evolve into a different form depending on how well you do against Blue in early portions of the game. If anyone remembers, I believe the way it happened in the first episode, I lost the rival fight. Not on purpose, I promise you, not on purpose. But then I won the rival fight on Route 22, I think it is, and I guess that's what results in Vaporeon. I believe if you win both, you get Jolteon, and if you lose both, or you just skip the Route 22 fight altogether, you get Flareon, I think is how it works. Oh, so you are ready for Boss Rocket. And there we go. Well, David, I'm moving on up and ahead. By checking my Pokédex, I'm starting to see what's strong and how they evolve. I'm going to the Pokemon League to boot out the Elite Four. I'll become the world's most powerful trainer. David, well, good luck to you. Don't sweat it. Smell ya. I was kind of hoping he'd just say smell, considering first it was smell ya later, then it was smell ya. I wanted him to just say smell, just in the service of the joke. Oh, hi, you're not a rocket. You came to save us? Why, thank you. I want you to have this Pokemon for saving us. And we get Lapras. Do you want to give a nickname to Lapras? No, I don't think so. It's Lapras. It's very intelligent. We kept it in our lab, but it'll be much better off with you. I think you will be a good trainer for Lapras. It's a good swimmer. It'll give you a lift. Indeed it will, and believe it or not, Lapras is the final Pokemon on our main team. It is Water-Ice type. We have its stats right here. And as you can see, right now, it's not very good. But this Pokemon was actually a request from my good friend Rio the Lion to include on the team. So I guess in that way, Lapras is kind of like the sequel to Mandibuzz in Blaze Black 2, so there you go. Anyway, with that, I think I want to warp out of here and heal, and then I will be right back. Alrighty, we are back and we are healed. I have swapped Lapras into the front because ideally I would like it to get some experience in the upcoming fights, but I think those are going to have to wait until next time. So, this past episode of Pokemon Yellow, we battled our rival once again, and we also obtained a new member of our team in the form of Lapras. And next time on Pokemon Yellow, we are finally going to wrap up our conquest of the Silph Company. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
Lapras 乗り物ポケモン高さ 2.5 メートル重さ 220.0 キログラム人の言葉を理解する高い知能を持つ海の上を人を乗せて進むのが好き